Good evening, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is December 30th, 2024, last trading session of December and year of 2024. We had marvelous year in 2024, and just the last 3 days, actually last, I should say, 2 weeks of December, market went pretty choppy, getting into kind of like a bearish phase here. And right now, I would say a market is just forming QM pattern. However, these lower shadows are telling us that we may see some kind of like the move is coming back again to this area, to 5,800, and then bounce back up. But at the same time, that would be the scenario if we get all the way down, deeper corrective move to here to 56 to 57 before a next rally to new all-time high, which I'm kind of like in that camp that we are getting into volatile year, not season. Year 2025 is going to be very volatile, and we're going to see the stock market top potentially a multi-decade top or multi-years top in 2025, early 2026. So for those ones who haven't watched my forecast, you are right. So I haven't posted yet, but I will post it. Potentially, you will see it tomorrow or on New Year holiday, which is going to be January 1st. And lots of good materials are going to be covered in that video. Make sure watch that one. Today, price action was kind of like very scary for the market. Last two sessions, I would say market is just getting down and just lose the momentum below SMA 50 again after Santa Claus rally to the upside, recaptured SMA 20, but this one is getting down. Usually last a couple of years. Beginning of January is not going to be a good for the market, especially 2024. That was very interesting. So if we just get back to 2024, you see that here's the December, and this is December 29th, December 29th, and January 2nd, January 3rd, January 4th, and then January 5th, market just nailed the bottom off to the rally to the upside. And I don't know if it's going to be the same scenario here. We may see some kind of like a volatility by end of this week. This week is going to be low volume session, but today volume was pretty good, like 48 million for SPY. Still below 50, but for holiday season, this is pretty good volume. I was expecting 20 million, maximum 30 million, but 46, 48 million is not bad for this season. So market is just forming a bearish pattern. This is QM pattern. And we just got below this low by this shadow. Right now at this level, we just got sell. And I didn't sell it. I have cash allocated on the side, waiting for corrective move to finish. Potentially here, if we see sign of reversal, we're going to buy back because we're going to see the rally going up to the upside. Potentially in January, February, we will see rallies continuing to 62, 6,300 down the road. I have some potential targets, which is going to be in my market outlook. We can get a glimpse of market. We cannot predict every single day, but we can get a glimpse of the market, where market is heading to in 2025. All right, go to Nasdaq. Nasdaq is just after recapturing this trend, getting back to the downside, which is not bullish at all. This is bearish, and we may see some kind of like a deeper corrective move is coming for Nasdaq. 19,000 to 19,000, 1,800. That's going to be the potential. I'm not saying market can go down, but if it gets down here, I would buy. This is very, very interesting level for buy. This is very healthy correction. And I was waiting for this correction is coming. And right now seems like the market is getting to the shakeout. If we zoom out here, we will see that here's the trend line. So this is the pivot in 2023 early. And this is another one in last October. And this is August low. And this is going to be another touch, which is going to be the fourth touch. And as you see here, every single time when we got here, that was kind of like a very interesting pivotal point, because after the market just got into rally nicely to the upside to new all-time high. And before that, when we are getting to here, market was kind of like in a very exhaustive consolidation or kind of like a sharp sell-off to the downside. So This is very, very healthy scenario if it's get there. So let's wait for this, see if it's happening, because that would be interesting scenario for market. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow. Dow is getting back to the downside today again. And let's go to the daily chart here. So daily chart, we just got kind of like a double bottom here formation, but this double bottom is in bigger scenario, which is QM pattern. And usually this QM pattern, I was waiting for this to get here, 44,000 around-ish, and it doesn't, just because all um, short-term moving average is just sliding down, and there are lots of sellers here, and market just get back to top of this red bar here, just at the top of this red bar here in Dow, and then reversing to the downside. So it can go lower to this area, 41,670. That's the area that I'm looking at. If it breaks through, it can go lower. I'm not sure about that, so we'll see how it goes, because I believe that Dow is gonna just outperform when Nasdaq and S&P 500 is gonna just in capitulation mood, which is not the case now. But if it happens, that's gonna be the scenario. Moving on to gold. Gold just getting back to the downside as we expected. Gold is just having like a dead cat bounce, getting back to the downside, still looking for some kind of like a scenario to get here to buy some stocks here. So let's wait for gold, see if it corrects completely to the downside, the level that I was waiting for, and I was waiting for it to this. I mean, like at this area. I'm not sure if it gets here, but this is very far from now. But 2400 to 2500, that's the area that I'm looking at. And this consolidation triggered to new all-time high. This is the area that I call fresh zone. And this fresh zone can be a good buying opportunity. Moving on to silver, which is getting down again. So silver is forming another H pattern to the downside. It can go lower to this area. So this is the pivot, this is the pivot, this is the pivot, and this is the pivot. Potentially, if silver is getting down to 25 to 27, that's the area that I'm looking at for a fantastic monthly buying opportunity, especially in 2025, which I believe lower rate is coming. I know everyone is talking about like Federal Reserve is going to keep the rate as is. I think they have no choice other cut rate to the downside. Moving on to crude. Crude is just forming a very nice breaking through to the upside as we expected. This is a nice pattern, a bullish consolidation. After a while, we see that this choppiness is triggered to the upside. And crude is just getting back to $74 to $75. So we will see if it hits here, if it reacts and then consolidating, that means the bigger pattern is going to trigger to the upside. So we will see if crude is happening like this, we can see some kind of like acceleration to the upside. This is a long-term trend, and if it breaks to the upside, that would be a fantastic scenario for crude. Moving on to individual names. So starting with Bitcoin. Bit is down today, just forming a very nice, I would say, the bearish pattern here, as we talked before. So you see that it's just shifting the structure to the downside. And when this structure shifts to the downside, usually we're going to pay attention to kind of like a demand area here, here, and here. So the first one is going to be 86 to 88, but I would say that's going to be the first buying zone, the second, and the third. The third is going to be less likely, but for Bitcoin, everything can happen. And it can go down today. It just proved itself that it's still in a bearish momentum. Ethereum is following Bit the same. So it's forming a bearish consolidation if it goes down to here. If it shows reversal, I would say Ethereum is going to do the same. The interesting pattern just happened today is bond yield. Bond yield crashing to the downside. This bullish consolidation is about to fail. So if we get a follow through, let's say follow through by later this week, if it goes below 4.10%, then this means bond yield is going to crash to the downside. And that signals for a lower rate, which is going to be a recessionary indicator. And if we just get to the TLT just jump up today, not that significant up, but after hours, TLT just gain a bit again. So $88 just formed nicely for TLT. And if it gets above 89, I would say TLT just formed the bottom. That's it. This is the bottom, guys. If TLT recaptured 89.90, any pullback would be a great buying opportunity because this big W pattern is forming. And the next level is going to be 94 and then 105 to 106. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to VIX. VIX just jump up 9% today. However, very volatile session for VIX. I would say VIX can go and can pop another time to 28, even 31 to 38, and that would be the stock market bottom. So we will see. Dixie, 108, a very volatile session, close positive, but still very volatile. Magma indicator is just showing a $21 weakness today, and it can go down to get to this consolidation for a massive support here. Apple just getting down, Doji bar $3.39 down. Amazon the same pattern here, but buyers just came back. So buyers came back later session, $2.45 up, down. Meta just $8.57 down. Microsoft $5.70 down. Microsoft is in a kind of like a failure pattern. It cannot hold this 430. It's just getting back to downside. It may, I'm not saying 100% guarantee. It may go down sub 400 level. So we'll see how it goes. Google $1.52 down today. Buyers came back up, but after hours again, just losing the momentum. Netflix is down $7.12. Tesla is just continuing to the downside even after hours. Sellers to control after hitting almost pretty close to 500, 490 area. Tesla is now 414 after hours. So it can go down to 340, 360, and that would be potentially the support. Moving on to semiconductor index, Doji bar $3.76 down. SOX the same pattern here, $4 down, $4.36 down, still choppy. Taiwan Semiconductor $1.24 down. AMD just a 2.20% to the downside, still struggling to form the bottom here, $2.75 down. NVIDIA just getting back up. NVIDIA forming a nice bullish consolidation with a bigger pattern consolidation. So this is a bigger bullish consolidation while we have nice small bullish consolidation here as well. So this is telling me if NVIDIA triggers to the upside, NVIDIA can have a runaway move to the upside to new all-time high. So we will see how it goes with this name. Again, lots of confirmation needs to happen. Lam Research is getting, Texas Instrument getting back to the downside at $1.80. $3.22 down. So not a good pattern for Texas because it can go lower to 170. Lam Research $1.25 down today, but still forming a doji. Seems like still try to find the bottom here. If it goes below this, it can go lower to 60 to 64. And that's the area. All right, moving on to financials. XLF 47 cents down, KBE 23 cents down, KRE 15 cents down. They're all lagging here, but better than the other names. JP Morgan $1.89 down, Goldman Sachs $2.63 down, and Bank of America 43 cents down here, and Wells Fargo finally 70 cents down. So all of them just negative, but better compared to tech words. Moving on to GDX, which is gold miners, just getting to the lower low, and after hours it just hit more. 49 cents down here, GDXJ 73 cents down, AEM 80 cents down, and all of, I should say, they are not finished with their corrective move. They can go lower. Newmont 84 cents down here, and they can go, it can go even below the support. And let me just, probably, I'm gonna just delete it probably next days, because it seems like the pattern is forming for another drop. And this is the level that they have. So when we are just breaking through to the next level is going to 33 to 35. So we will see how it goes, but I would say the next level is going to be here. And this means still the correction is not over. And Franco-Nevada dollar 67 cents down, gold at 22 cents down. And all in all, I should say we should just be patient with these names because they have a bigger rally coming in 2025. Right now, they're in corrective move. XLE, Energy Spider, just 1 cent down, Doji Bar, but the rest actually was okay. Like XOP, which is oil and gas exploration ETF, $2.09 up. OH, oil and gas services ETF, nicely going up today. So $2.62 up. Exxon 72 cents down, and Chevron 93 cents down. Chevron now is better than Exxon. Exxon is ugly, but look at that. So this is a demand area that I have here in my buying area. So we bought here Exxon and we may accumulate more somewhere around here for a bigger rally, potentially 20% or something for 2025, even more. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.